It was the first Saturday in March 1984. Our meeting, about 400 people, was at the Sheraton Palace, downtown San Francisco. That particular day, I was sitting about 6 rows back, in the middle, on the right side of the speaker, and I was wearing a brand new, never worn before, bought at Lake of the Ozarks when I spoke to the Missouri bankers, purple two-piece, with a very intricate turquoise tie around the neck and a turquoise hat with feathers. I am known as a clotheshorse. To my left was a young man, Steve, who had worked with me for 8 months, who had come from Columbus, Ohio. And he told me that Columbus, Ohio has a tendency to be considered the junk food capital of the world. And, of course, in California, we live on fruits, vegetables, salads, nuts. And he'd considered he had starved for 8 months. The speaker whom I had recommended on that particular day was a funny nutritionist from San Diego. And she was on stage wearing a black skirt and a beautiful white pristine blouse. And she started her presentation as only you can to your own people. She told us of about the most embarrassing situation she'd ever had as a speaker. And, of course, you couldn't possibly tell an audience unless it was speakers. And she said she had thrown a Twinkie into the audience, hit a woman, ruined her outfit. Well, you can imagine, we've all done dumb things. We were very sympathetic. Now, 20 minutes into her very funny, dynamic, and informative presentation, she picks up 2 round, pink, filled with synthetic cream, covered with coconut cakes. I'm disgusted you knew that. She said these snowballs have absolutely no nutritional value whatsoever. The only good thing you can use them for is a Dolly Parton impersonation. She put them in her white shirt, went like this, and we laughed hysterically. Well, you can imagine Steve from Columbus, Ohio, looks at these round, pink, filled with synthetic cream, covered with coconut snowballs, thank you, and thinks this is a meal. So he does exactly what you would have done, an automatic response. Now, I do not know what skill it takes to throw a cake with accuracy. I do not know what skill the speaker had to throw a ball with accuracy. I just know when Steve automatically put his hand up, she automatically reared back. And I leapt into the lap to the gentleman on my right. A nanosecond too late. And this round, pink, filled with synthetic cream, covered with coconut, hits my brand new, never worn before, bought at Lake of the Ozarks when I spoke to the Missouri bankers, purple two-piece, and it lodged itself in this very intricate turquoise tie. And it slid slowly down my body to my lap, leaving a slimy trail as only synthetic cream will do. That is when the self-talk sets in. Be classy, be classy, be classy. Because at this point, I had developed the chapter. I had started as a doer. I had developed other leaders, and now I had the responsibility of being a role model. And I knew for everybody at that meeting how I acted would probably never be forgotten and would be a leadership lesson. People were passing their napkins and I was wiping out the cream, thinking, be classy, be classy. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to go up and wipe that cream. But I sat there through the rest of her program smiling. And I went up to her afterwards and said, "Congratulations! I have never witnessed such a magnificent reenactment of a disaster." So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, as a leader in your credit union, developing champions, there is a great responsibility with being a role model. And thank you very much for your invitation to be with you. Thank you. Thank you.